This is why I love boxing. This fight is breathing a breath of fresh air into the boxing arena where we've had consecutive information on whack fights. Okay? Now, let me just say this real quick. Floyd Mayweather versus Marcus Maidana, the first one, was compelling. Major reason, Marcus Maidana was just mowing everybody down. He knocked down Adrian Broner twice. You know, he's got this unorthodox style. The man's like a freight train. Yeah. But the second one, come on, folks. We know Floyd's a boxer. We don't need to see it again. We know what's going to happen this time. And if Floyd knocks out Marcus Maidana, okay. But then it gets more whack. Now we hearing Manny Pacquiao, he wouldn't fight Floyd Mayweather. No, he won't fight a welterweight. No, he will fight a junior welterweight who just got his tail almost whooped by Provatnikov, just managed to escape, and they gave him the title in Chris Algieri. Okay? Now that's whack. Okay? Because I don't care what y'all say. Chris Algieri versus Pacquiao is a whack fight. Okay? Y'all want to get Pacquiao a knockout and say, hail him as the greatest. All right, fine, whatever. But if that ain't enough, we got to get more whack. Danny Garcia versus Rod Salka. What on earth is that? That's as whack as you can get. Why couldn't he fight Mauricio Herrera second time? Anyway, so Hopkins versus Sergey Kovalev is an awesome fight. This is a fight we wanted to see. And thank you, Bernard Hopkins. Thank you. And you are right there in contention for TBE. Floyd calls himself TBE, but right now ain't no TBE here. I know he wanted to rematch Marcos Maidana to have a more emphatic win. More power to him, but you ain't standing to the label of TBE. You can't call yourself TBE and you rematching another dude when you should step up the plate to somebody more challenging. Okay, that's just my opinion. Okay, but Bernard Hopkins has stepped up the plate. He said, I'm gonna fight Kovalev. If Floyd said I was gonna fight Keith Thurman next. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman. Now, that's the guy who's a contender for your belt. Instead, I'm hearing that the WBC, I think it is saying that Marcus Maidana is actually fighting for not just the welterweight belt, but the junior middleweight belt. You see, this kind of stuff, you can't be no TBE and you doing this nonsense. You see what I'm saying? You won't fight a junior middleweight. But you gonna fight a welterweight, and you gonna have your junior middleweight belt defended by that welterweight. Now that is some nonsense, okay? And I tell you, these fights getting whacker and whacker. Okay, fine, but thank God for Bernard Hopkins versus Kovalev, and I hope it's a compelling fight because we know Kovalev. Once Kovalev touches you, you go down. He don't even have to be putting a whole set of power behind his punches. He touch you, you go down. Hopkins said, I want this, ninja. And that's why I want to see this fight. I want to see this fight. I know that Hopkins has the edge over an experience and he knows what to do to negate the power of Kovalev. I know that. But the point is, Hopkins didn't run away from the most feared boxer in the division who nobody else wanted to fight. He went to him. Okay? And not only that, he made a deal with HBO. Not even Showtime. He crossed channels. This dude, he works with Golden Boy, and he went across the seas, and he said, I'm going to do this deal with this homie on HBO. He is the alien. And that separates him from the pack right now. And then the quality of opposition Bernard Hopkins has fought. He redeemed himself against Roy Jones Jr. by beating convincingly Roy Jones Jr. He's fought guys like Tito Trinidad, Jean Pascal, the man who knocked out the man who knocked out Roy Jones Jr. twice and had a draw with him the third time. All right, Antonio Tarver. All right, he's fought Joel Calzaghe and he knocked him down in a fight. Touched up Tito Trinidad and knocked him out. Knocked out Oscar De La Hoya. Knocked out the heavy-handed Kelly Pavic, who was just knocking out everybody. Remind you of Sergey Kovalev, don't it? Bring back memories, people? I'm saying this man has beaten elite fighters. Some of them were smaller than him. We'll give you that. But he's beaten elite fighters, and he is a candidate for TBE because this man is damn near 50. You got to give this man his props.